you are new to the channel, hit subscribe, hit thumbs up. Welcome to the channel. Help me to grow the channel. Help me to spread the word, the good news. And that is that you can use your phone. Yes, your phone, the thing that you use every day for all kinds of things except to make money. You can actually start using it to make money. How? I'm going to teach you how to do it. And so listen, this video is in response to a question or a statement that was put under one of my videos where the viewer said, and I appreciate the comment, the viewer said, wait, making six figures, working 1 hour a week? What you talking about, Willis? All right, they ain't really say it like that, but I hope that whoever you are, you get to watch this. And so let's break it down. So there's a popular book called The 4 Hour Work Week. But I want to introduce you to the 1 hour work week. Yes. So are you working 40 plus hours a week, 2,500 hours a year, selling your time, giving up all your time? Think of what your life would look like if you could make the same amount of money, if not more, working only 1 hour a week. Now, I know most of you think that's nuts. You think it's insane, but I promise you, it's very, very realistic. And so we're going to talk about it. We're going to get rid of the 4 and the 40-hour work week and the 50 and 60. That's a lot of work. There was a time where I was working 7 days a week, 16 hours a day. What is that? I want to say that's, let's see, 7 times 16. Is that, let me do the math in my head because I don't know. So 7 times 16 is what, 70, and then a 42. So maybe 112. So I was working about 112 hours a week. And what I was doing, so I was living in Baton Rouge at the time, living in Louisiana, and I had a job working in the plant. And I was what's called a fire watch. So whenever work is done, hot work is done, welding, fires, burning, anything like that, the plants have a procedure. These are chemical and manufacturing plants. They have a procedure where someone's got to be there on site to watch it to make sure nothing reignites and causes a plant fire disaster. And so those are called fire watch. So I was doing fire watch, and my fire watch was 16 hours a day. They would work 8, and then I would have to sit there for 16 by myself all day, all night. And I was doing that. That was over 100 hours a week. I wasn't making a bunch of money. The company that hired me called me and asked me to even take a pay cut. At this time, I was financially struggling. I was beat up. I barely had any money. Paycheck to paycheck was a wish. I wish it was paycheck to paycheck. I'd get paid and broke the same day. I didn't even make it to the next paycheck. It was paycheck on Friday, broke Friday night. It was like transfer day, not even paycheck day. I was just transferring money to the people that I owed, right? That's why I always say, if you're poor, your money goes into the, if you're poor, your money goes into the past because you usually owe someone, right? So by the way, hit subscribe, hit thumbs up if you get any value from this. So we're going to talk about, because I've done over 100 hours a week and it ain't fun. I used to sleep so much because I couldn't keep my eyes open. So we're going to talk about the 1 hour work week. Now, how do we do that? Is it possible? The answer is absolutely 100%. This is possible. 100% possible. And I'm going to show you how. So most of you, the problem is most of you, you're obsessed with this thing, right? This thing is called trading time for money. Most of you are obsessed with trading your time to get a little bit of money. You trade all of your time for a little bit of money to get this thing called a paycheck from this place called a job. Now, this is what the average person does. This is the way the average person behaves, the way the average person thinks when it comes to getting money. So if you ask the average person, I used to be very average. If you would have asked me, how can I make extra money? I would have thought about another way for me to trade my time for money to get a paycheck on a thing called a job. So the place that most people's mindset goes when in terms of thinking about how to make more money, they're going to think about selling time on a job, right? To get a paycheck, right? So they're gonna, and this is a better order. So they're gonna think about selling their time for money on a job to get this thing called a paycheck. That's how most people think. So in order for me to convince you or to persuade you, because I don't want to convince you of anything. I just want to show you. So in order for me to persuade you that you can absolutely do 1 hour a week and still make six figures, the first thing you're going to have to understand is why you don't believe it's possible. And the reason you don't is because you believe that time equals money. And because you believe that time equals money, you believe that the only way that a person can make six figures is by selling a whole bunch of this for a little bit of this. And the problem is, now that you're selling time for money, first of all, time is a limited resource. You only have so much of it that you can sell, and then you die. That's why I don't like the idea of selling my life. Not for a paycheck. I'm not telling you it's a bad thing. I'm not telling you to quit your job. But I'm telling you it's not sustainable, because you're going to run out of this eventually. And so will I. So you're going to think the average person, hey, how do you make more money? I need to trade more time. How do you make six figures as the average person? I need to sell more time to get more money at a place called a job so they can give me a paycheck worth six figures. And I'm telling you, and that's a dead end. But you guys are stuck here because this is all you know. And then I show up, a random guy on YouTube. I show up and I say, hey, I need you to stop thinking like this. There's another way to go about doing this. Let's talk about it. And so time equals money on a job for a thing called a paycheck. Very hard to get you to six figures. You got things working against you. You got inflation, high cost of living. You got taxes coming out of your paycheck. You got jobs that don't want to pay you what you think you're worth. They pay you what the position is worth. And jobs aren't reliable. They aren't safe. They aren't secure. So that's an issue. That's why most people can't get to six figures, because they are stuck in the belief that this is the only way to do it. And I'm here to tell you that's a hard way to live, right? And so I'm going to show you something different, right? So the average person believes time equals money. So they sell all of their time for a little bit of money on a thing called a job to get this thing called a paycheck. Dead end. That's very hard to do, because if you run out of time, you get no money, you get no job, you get no paycheck. I'm just saying. So we don't want it. First thing I know is you believe that 1 hour a week won't make six figures because it's not enough time. Am I right? See, you guys believe that time equals money. And I'm here to tell you, time does not equal money. The poor and the middle class believe that if they sell their time, they should be able to get money. They believe that time equals money. Who do you think say that? Have you ever heard a rich person say time equals money? Have you ever heard a rich person talk about the need to have a job? Have you ever heard a rich person talk about the need to have a paycheck? Have you ever heard a rich person complain they're not paying them enough? Right? I'm just saying. And I can go beyond that. Have you ever heard a rich person talk about having a savings account, an emergency account, a rainy day account? Have you ever heard a rich person talk about having a good credit score? I keep telling you guys, there are the rules of the rich, and then there are the rules for everybody else. Stop playing the rules that are for everybody else and get into the rules of the rich. And you don't have to be rich to do this. I'm not rich. I don't make $1 million a year. I'm learning this stuff. I started this journey in 2020. This is when I started learning this. And now that I know this, I'll never go back to doing anything differently. So I need you guys to come in. Let's pull this camera in some. Because I need you to see this. You don't even need to see me. You need to see what I'm putting on this board. And so you guys continue to believe erroneously that time equals money. That time is money. Time is more valuable than money, right? It is. But most of you don't think that way. You believe money's more valuable than time. The rich and the wealthy believe that time is more valuable. Excuse me, I'm trying to adjust the camera a little. The rich and the wealthy believe that time is more valuable than any amount of money. And so because the rich and the wealthy believe that, they're not in the habit of selling it. They would like to get it back. I would like to get it back, right? And so although I don't make $1 million a year, I believe my business is going to make that very soon. But for a business that I started in 2020 to be making 300 grand a year, still not bad. So, all right. So the problem is, again, you believe that I cannot make six figures with a 1 hour work week because you believe that time equals money, which tells you that 1 hour a week is not enough time to make enough money to be six figures. And I keep telling you guys that that's the average person's mindset. As long as you believe that, you're going to stay in the average financial realm, I guess, right? And so the only way out of this is to get that person to understand that, first of all, I need you to understand that it doesn't matter. The time doesn't matter when it comes to how much money you make if you do it the right way. The only time matters is when you're thinking about a job. I'm not thinking about a job. So I'm going to show you I don't need a job to make 6 figures a year. I told you my business makes 300 a year. Not bad. Not a million, but hey, we're thankful. I used to make less than that. I used to make nothing. I remember there were times I made 12,000 a year, back in the days. That's tough. I never want to live like that. So I'm not going to go around claiming that, or I'm not going to go around manifesting that, or wanting or not, just not being afraid to hurt people's feelings and saying, hey, I want to be a millionaire. I'm not doing that. I'm going to say what I want. I want millions of dollars for myself and my family. The Bible says a good man leaves an inheritance for his children's children. So I want to leave an inheritance, and it takes money to do that. 6 figures, 1 hour work week. Let's talk about it. So time equals money. That's the average person's mindset. That person who left that comment believed that time equals money, and 1 hour is not enough time to get enough money to get the 6 figures. So let me show you something. Because you look at that model that way, you're never going to be able to make 6 figures unless you believe you can sell a bunch of time, right? So let's look at how the rich view the same formula. First of all, the rich believe that money is right. That money equals time, right? The poor believe that time equals money. Your time should equal a paycheck. The rich believe that money should equal time. The payoff for the poor is the money, trading their time for the money. The payoff for the rich is trading money for their time. The rich and the wealthy believe that time is the most important thing, while the poor and the middle class believe money is the most important thing. So I believe that you can have all the money in the world, if you have no time, it's not going to help you. I believe that a dying person would trade all of their money for more time. If I wrote you a check for $1 million, you can go and cash it. But the catch is, as soon as you cash it, you run out of time. You die. Are you going to cash it? No. See, I told you. Time's the most valuable thing. So the rich mindset is to believe that time is the most valuable thing. So money equals time instead of creating, so money equals time, and credit, instead of creating or looking for a job, they're looking for a business. And the rich don't want a paycheck. They want cash flow. There's 2 ways you're going to live this life. You're going to either live this life trading time for money to get a paycheck, or you're going to live this life starting a business that creates cash flow. I'd rather live my life off cash flow, because cash flow comes over and over and over and over again. Cash flow never ends. It just keeps going. If you stop going to work, will the paychecks keep coming? No. No. So are you telling me that when you stop selling your time, they stop paying you? Yes. But in a business, it doesn't require my time. So here's what I do. I think like the rich. And I didn't always think this way. I wish I could say that, but it wouldn't be true. I used to think like you guys think. I used to think that in order to get more money, I got to sell more time. Now I'm selling my weekends. I'm hustling. I can't even breathe. I can't even look up to spend the money. I can't shop. I can't go to the mall. Can't go on vacation. I'm always at work because they told me that's how I get more money. I got to sell all this time. You got free time on Sunday? Sell that. Highest bidder. Let's go. And then I found out in 2020 that, wait a minute, the most important thing I have is time. And if I sell it, then I'm going to have nothing left. Sure, I'll have money, but what good is that? I'm out of time. My life has passed me by. I don't want that. Keep the money. I'll take the time. So my mindset changed to that of the rich and wealthy, which says that money should equal time, not time should equal money. So you trade your time for money. I want to trade money for time. How do I do that? Well, I know I can't go to work and get a job because that requires me to sell my time. And I want that. I want my time back more than I want the money. So I have to create a business that generates cash flow and runs without me. 1 hour a week. Let's break it down. So I have a middleman business. Let's talk about it. So I hope you guys got this. I'm about to erase it, but I hope you get this. The average person, poor middle class, believe time equals money. So they sell all their time on a job for a thing called a paycheck. Problem is, you run out of time, you get no money. The rich and the wealthy say, hey, money is not the most important thing. Time is. Let me use money to get time instead of time to get money. I'm going to create a business that creates cash flow. If I run out of time to sell, my kids can have the business. If I'm tired, if I don't go to work, or if I can't get up, I'm not feeling well, business still works. You much rather have a business. So let's talk about it. How is it that I'm able to create a business that makes six figures a year, where I was able to tell my wife in January that we no longer need your paycheck? So we're going to go over it real quick. And I'm going to show you why you don't need a job and you don't need to sell all your time to be able to get a paycheck. And when I show it to you, you're going to be like, wow, that was easy. I tell you guys, a lot of this stuff is simple. We just don't think. We just don't think. I feel like I'm teaching a class. I probably am, but I hope this blesses and changes somebody's life. So let's get to it. So what I did is I created a business. Remember the graph I just put up? So I created a business because I don't want a job. Now, I'll work a job. If I lose everything, I'm going to work. You better believe that. I have a family, and you should too. So I'm not against jobs. Keep your job. But let me show you how to build a business from your phone, and then you quit your job when your business makes enough money to replace your job. So here we go. So I didn't want a job. I wanted a business. So the first thing I decided is I didn't want the money. The first thing I decided is that time is more important. And I think that's the greater than sign. If I'm wrong, just flow with me. Time is greater than money. That's what I decided. And then I decided, in order for me to have the life I want to have, I need to have a business and not a job. So I needed a business over a job. So I decided that time is greater than money, and I decided that a business is better than having a job. By the way, if this is helping you, or if you're following and I'm not losing you and you understand what I'm saying, smash the thumbs up to let me know if you guys are following along or if I'm doing a bad job of teaching. If you have a question or comment, drop it. I'm not going to be on here long, but if I see it, I'll respond to it. By the way, this Thursday night, 7 p.m. Texas time, I'm going to be teaching this. I'm going to be teaching you how to build your own middleman business from your phone. You get your own blueprint. Go build your business. With the things I'm going to teach you, you can literally be making money the next day, right? I've had students next day start making money. So listen, Thursday night, 7 p.m. Texas time, I'm going to teach you how to build your own middleman business tomorrow night, step by step. If you want to get into the class, put middleman in the comments under my videos. You'll get the Zoom link because it is a private training. We're only letting a certain amount of people in. So if you get there late, you're probably not going to get in. But it's 7 p.m. Texas time. That's Central time. Put middleman in the comments under any of the videos. Get the link. If the link does not come by the end of the day, we are already full. Please don't miss it. But I'm showing you guys that's 100% possible. First of all, my students watch my channel. They know I'm telling the truth. My family and friends watch my channel. They know I'm not lying to you and I'm not fluffing you. They know I work 1 hour a week, and I'm about to show you how. My wife can tell you. This dude works 1 hour a week, right? She can tell you. So my students know I'm telling you the truth, and I'm giving you legit game. Not only that, I'm giving you something that you can use and that you can do. So if this is helping you, you get any value from it, or if I'm doing a decent job explaining and you're tracking it, then go ahead, smash the thumbs up. At least let me know that I'm doing a decent job explaining this. Because sometimes I get concerned. I'm like, all right, maybe I'm not doing a great job of explaining this, so I kind of get worried. But if I'm doing a decent job and you guys are able to follow, smash the thumbs up and let me know. I appreciate it. Appreciate it. Thank you. If you have a question or comment, you're welcome to drop it. I'm not going to be on here much longer. In fact, let me check the time, and it's almost up. So here we go. It's not even going to take long to do this. It's so simple. So for that viewer who said, hey, it's impossible to make 6 figures working 1 hour a week. What are you talking about? Rich people work all the time. A lot of them do, but they don't have to. Does that make sense? Really simple, real quick. Show you something. Reason rich people don't have to work. 3 tiers. 1, 2, 3. You have the owner. You can have CEO or upper management. And then you can have everybody else in the business. Usually when the owner puts a CEO or management in place, the owner doesn't have to show up. Usually if you go to a company, you're going to see the upper management and the labor communicating. That's it. You go to a hotel, never see this person. You go to big restaurant chains, never see that person. You go to movie theaters, you don't see the owner. See, you guys got the false idea that owners are always at work. No, in small businesses, a lot of times, yes. But when businesses grow and get really big, owner's not there. Why would they be? They put a system in place. I just showed you a system very quickly, but it's a system. So let's talk about it. Let me make sure I have the right marker. I don't know how this one's doing. Switch it up to one that I know works, and we're going to go with that and wrap this up. So really quickly, show you what I do. So I created a middleman business from my phone. All I need is my phone, right? And my business does 3 things from my phone. Yep, you don't have to worry. Apple is never going to hire me to create an iPhone. But this is an Apple Android phone, and it's my middleman business from my phone. Now, here's what I do with my phone. 3 things. I book customers. That's all I do. My students can tell you. I take a deposit. This is for myself. And then I dispatch the work. All right, let's go through that really quickly. So I use my phone to run my own middleman business, and all I do, book customers, I take deposits, and then I dispatch the work to someone else and let them do the work. Now, wherever my phone is, I can make money. That's why I tell you, if you learn how to make money from your phone, you can go anywhere at any time and still get paid. I can jump on a flight today, be in Chicago tonight. It's about a 2.5 hour flight from Dallas. Be in Chicago tonight with my wife having dinner. And when we make a bunch of money and get really rich, we're going to start doing stuff like that. Hey, you want to have dinner tonight in San Francisco? Let's go. Let's jump a flight. Be back tomorrow. And just go do that, right? But I use my phone. So wherever your phone goes, you can make money. So if you were on the beach right now and a customer contacted you, you can make money. If you were out with some friends, if you were at work, or if you were, on vacation, it does not matter. Wherever you go, as long as your phone goes, this is why I keep telling you guys. And I had this talk with one of my somebody I'm consulting for business here in Dallas. We had a meeting today, and I shared this with her. Listen, I even shared it with the group. You have to learn how to make money from your phone. If you do not know how to make money from your phone, you're always going to have to go to work. If you learn how to make money from your phone, you can be anywhere at any time doing whatever you want to do and still get paid, because there's no office, there's no place to go. It's all done on your phone. The phone's changed the game. I hope that you guys get this and take advantage of it. So the first thing I'm going to do with my middleman business, I'm going to teach you how to book customers. All that means is you're going to get customer information. Just get the customer information. So hypothetically for me, I book customers in Dallas for a moving service. So I have a moving service here in Dallas where I book customers. Now, I don't have trucks. I don't have crew. I don't have equipment. I don't touch boxes. I don't touch your furniture. I'm not petting your dog. I'm not coming to your house. I'm going to play golf, fish, exercise, play basketball, whatever I want to do. Go shop, but I'm not coming to your house and move you, right? So I'm simply going to get your information. So a customer's going to reach out to me and say, hey, I need to get someone to come and move me. I say, sure. Give me some info. Where are you? How big is your house? What day? You want mornings? You want afternoons? Okay, perfect. Here's how much it's going to cost you to get moved. Customer says, lock it in. So we lock it in. And then I tell the customer, all right, in order to confirm this, I got all your info, but in order to schedule you, I need to take a deposit. This is my DC, my deposit commission. Sure, the deposit is $150. Would you like to use a card? Would you like an invoice? Whatever. You get Stripe or some other account, you just take the payment over the phone. The customer's at work, they're texting you this, and they don't want to send their info in a text. Don't ask for that in a text or email anyway. Just say, hey, simply, what's your email address? I'll send the invoice, pay it as soon as you can. And they'll pay the $150. This is just for the moving industry. But you can do it in cleaning. You can do it in window tinting, pressure washing. There's so many industries, carpet cleaning, garage repair, heating and AC. There's so many industries you can middleman. Even the company that designed this shirt and printed it for me, I can middleman that company. They do promotional materials. All I have to do is find someone who needs stuff printed. I'm going to take a deposit for myself and send the work to them, and they're going to do it. Need a website design? I'll find someone who does your website. You guys, for instance, you might know, like say, for instance, you know a friend who, let's see, you have a friend who does mobile detailing. You have a friend, a homeboy, a homegirl who cleans people's cars. Now that's your first ISP, independent service professional, because you have to partner with them. Now you got somebody who cleans cars. All you have to do now is go and get a customer. So you're going to go out. I'll teach you how to promote your business. You go out and promote your business. Customer's going to contact you. Say, I need to book that car detailing. Perfect. Tell me a little bit about your car, where you are, when you want to do this. Customer gives you that. That's the info. Check. Done. Then the deposit depends on what it is. So I don't know what it costs. Maybe it's a $200 detail. Then you might take, instead of taking $150 because you want to make sure the ISP or the contractor gets a decent amount. If it's a $200 job, you might take $75. You might say, hey, I want to leave some for him. He's doing all the work. Let's make it fair to him. I'll just take a $75 deposit commission. So you got that up front. And then you dispatch the work to an ISP, independent service professional in that area. They go out and do all the work. See, I told you, I didn't have to do all the work. Now, I told you it's 1 hour a week. Now, here's what I want to let you know up front. I recommend for my students that you do all of this yourself for the first 3 to 6 months. The reason I want you to do this is because of the reason I'm able to work 1 hour a week. In order to do that, you have to first do this. This is where you learn your business, you understand your business, you get comfortable with your customer, your process, your blueprint, all of that. I help you, I give you the scripts, I give you the templates, I give you the contracts, I give you all of that. And you just customize it to fit your business. But I have students in cleaning, heating, AC, I have a student in roofing, lawn care, all of that. And then all you're going to do is for 3 to 6 months, you're going to learn your business. And then after 3 to 6 months, because for the 3 to 6 months, you're probably going to be working about an hour a day on your business. Getting your business going, talking to customers, promoting your business. Probably about an hour a day, to be honest. Because it doesn't take much. It's from your phone. And then after 3 to 6 months, you're going to hire a VA or a virtual assistant. And then you're going to teach your virtual assistant how to book the job, how to take deposits, how to dispatch. So my virtual assistant, by the way, I did it 3 years before I hired one. I didn't even know. So I just hired her in January, but it means I'm 1 hour a week. I told you. Here's how it works. I hired a VA. I learned everything I could about the business. I hired my VA, trained her. That's why you have to learn so you can train them. Now, here's what my VA, Cynthia, does. Cynthia books, she gets the calls or the texts or the emails from customers who want to book. So she books them. Then she takes the deposits. And then she dispatches the work to the ISPs. I don't do the bookings anymore. I don't do the deposits anymore. I don't do the dispatching anymore. All I do is meet with her 1 hour per week on Mondays, usually 8 to 9 a.m. She's in Florida. But usually I meet with her on Monday mornings, 1 hour. And all we do is go over the business. Anything that you need help with, anything you're struggling with. Hey, I saw we got 10 calls Friday. We only converted 7. Is there anything that was missing? What are the customers saying? What do we need to do better? Can we raise our prices? Can we get more customers? How many more calls can you handle? On and on and on. We do a 1 hour meeting on Mondays, 1 hour. So This shows you how to work 1 hour a week. In the beginning, you're going to do a little bit of work. I've done it. That's fine, because we're looking for $10,000 a month on average after 6 months. That's where we're trying to get to. And so using your phone, book, deposit, dispatch, after 3 to 6 months, you're going to hire the VA. The VA is now going to do everything you were doing. So everything you used to do, you no longer do. The VA takes over, does all the work for you. All you have to do is log onto the app and see the performance. I advise you 1 day out of the week, set a time with them to meet with them and go over and just keep managing them and stay on top of it like a CEO. Now, your business goes off. In my business, we make $150 per deposit. Let me show you how quickly you can get to 6 figures, like I said, and that person said you can't. Just want to show you, and I'm showing you that we can. Let's say at $150 in my industry, and in the cleaning industry, you'll probably do about 100, 125 in industry. There are industries that pay even more, like garage cleaning or garage repair. Their average job in garage repair might be about $500. So you could easily take, take 150, maybe even 200, depends, as a deposit, and they get the rest. If I book a long distance job in moving, let's say the long distance job is $5,000, which is kind of cheap. I usually take about 10% of that to make it fair. So I'll take a $500 deposit. So she'll book a $500 deposit off of that. And I never talked to the customer, never did any of that. She does it now. So for that person who said you can't do it, check it out. Because I'm not going to tell you something that's not real. I don't want to lie to you and fluff you. I'm not doing that. I'm not going to get on here and tell you I'm a millionaire. I hope to be very soon, but we're not there yet. My business is doing 300 grand this year. That's our best year so far. I'm thankful for that. We do want to make more. I want you to make more. There's nothing wrong with being rich, nothing wrong with being a millionaire. But the best part is you don't have to go to work anymore. That's it. You get your time back. Remember, I told you in the beginning of this video that time's the most important thing. You can have all the money in the world and no time. Won't do you any good. Steve Jobs died a billionaire. He would trade all that money for a little more time. Guaranteed. We all would. $150 per. Let's say I get 3 per day. Just 3. Now I'm at $450 per day. Just on 3 customers. Let's say I do this, 450. Let's say I do this just 5 days a week. I would do weekends, but let's just say 5 days a week. All right, so 5 days a week times 450. Let's see, I think that's 22, 25, something like that. I'm doing this in my head, so I could be wrong. But a little over 2,000, right? Now, if I do that in a week, in 4 weeks, I should be at about 10 grand in the week. 10 grand for the year, for the 12 months is 120,000 a year. I just showed you how you can use your phone to make 6 figures working 1 hour a week. Any questions? Only 3 customers a day, not even working weekends. If you work weekends, you'll do it even faster. My goal is to get you to $10,000 per month. I just showed you how to do it, making 3 customers a day. Imagine if your phone calls with the customers only take 5 minutes, and there you are making $150 every 5 minutes. You get 5 customers a day, oh my gosh, you're on your way. Then you hire a VA and say, hey, I need you to do everything I was doing. I was booking, I was taking deposits, I was dispatching. From now, you're going to do it. I'm going to train you. You're going to do it. We're going to meet every week, 1 hour a week, and we're going to talk about the business and keep going and keep growing. If you think that's a bunch of money, let me show you what's next. I teach you how to scale your business into multiple cities. You're making 120 in that one city. Let's get to 2. Let's get to 3. Let's get to 4. Now you have 500 grand a year. Now we're starting to make money. Oh, and I got a bunch of other ways that you can use this business to make money. Remember the ISPs that want to get the work from you? Yeah. They'll pay you to get the work. Did I say that? Yeah. They'll pay you to get the free work. They'll pay you? Yes. They'll pay you monthly fees to be in rotation, to be on your list. So imagine if you had just in one city, just 25 ISPs. all paying you $100 a month. That's $2,500 a month. Just like that. 25 ISPs paying you $100 a month. That's an extra $2,500 a month in revenue. That's an extra $30,000 a year. You just add it to the 120. Oh, and that's not the only way. There's several other ways that I teach you how to make money. Now, if you want to learn this, you got to put the word middleman in the comments to get into the live training. Let me teach you how to use your phone to make money. So for that person who said that, hey, you can't make money working 1 hour a week, what do you have to say now? I just showed you. You don't have to work hard to make a lot of money. You don't have to hustle and grind to make a lot of money. You don't have to punch clocks for the rest of your life to make a lot of money. Not if you have a phone. If you have a phone, you can make money using only your phone. There are customers out there right now waiting to pay you, but you haven't started your middleman business yet. My only question to you is, what are you waiting for? I'm here. I've done it. I'm doing it. You will not be alone. I'm with you. The whole entire community of students are all with you. Let us help you. We can help you build your own business. If you want to bypass the live training, because I know there's some go-getters out there, go to middlemanceo.com. Middlemanceo.com. You'll see the option to join the masterclass only. You can do that. You get only the masterclass. You do not get me. You just get the masterclass training. Or there's another option, the VIP, which comes with the masterclass, everything, the community, the private sections, the templates, me, everything. Yes, you get one-on-one with me. My students will tell you, I'm always there. Because I know you guys can be successful because I do it. So I can almost guarantee if you do the work, you're going to make some money. So, but if you want to learn how to do that, you can come to the training Thursday night, 7 p.m. Texas time by putting middleman in the comments, or you could click the link in the comments that are the description that has the link to the middlemanceo.com page. You could join the masterclass, which is less than the VIP. The VIP costs more, but you get me, and we're going to work and build your business. So whatever you need to do it. That's my advice. Hit subscribe, hit thumbs up. For that person who said you could not make 6 figures working 1 hour a week, what you got to say now? Like they say, hey, if you don't believe me, just watch, and I'll teach you how to do it. All right, guys, I got to go. Have a wonderful, blessed day. See you in the live training. See you in the masterclass. If you have any questions, drop it in the comments. Let me know. If you have any questions, I'll try to get to them. But have a wonderful, blessed day. Stop getting up every morning and going to work for that little paycheck, selling your life, selling your time until you die. Stop doing it. Get some freedom in your life. Spend time with the people you love. Do the things you want to do. Travel, enjoy life, eat the good foods, make money while you do it. Because if you bring your phone, you're going to get paid. And if you hire the VA, you don't even need your phone. All right. See you guys in the live training. Peace.